Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of this starter city build series. And it looks like right now we're going to need some more power. Now we should be getting some more power once we hit the milestone. The first milestone looks like it's going to be at 460. That should be coming in pretty soon. We do need a little bit more commercial zoning. Again, that's going to be more power needs. So let's go back up to speed 3 here because we are gaining pop at a good pace. There we go. There's the influx of money. I think honestly, you know what we might do? We might just go straight to, it seems like the coal power plant has been kind of a nice thing lately. It's been kind of nice. Just not having to worry. About power as often, not constantly be over here just adding wind turbines and stuff. So if we go here though, we could definitely probably turn this down just to save us a little bit of money initially. It's not going to be much, but it'll be a little bit. That should just give us tons of power. We'll keep that wind turbine around. It's not hurting anybody. Let's go back up to speed 3 so we can continue to make some good money here as we are out of the woodworks. It took us a little bit longer to make that first successful city, didn't it? Because a lot of it was just staring at the blank map and just like, what the heck do we do? But I kind of like what we have going here. I could definitely see this becoming a pretty interesting looking neighborhood. I think if we have this sort of curving down more and sort of doing like a, I don't know if it'd be like a roundabout or something, but something, you know, I think maybe not even a roundabout. Maybe you just have like an interchange, maybe more of a kind of an interchange style. Have this swooping down primarily to the industry and then sort of interchanging itself into this main sort of drag here. Maybe doing some sort of roundabout connection into the commercial area in the middle here. I do probably want to eventually put a big commercial like downtown out here. Well, I think that's what we kind of do. This would kind of be like Manhattan or whatever. This would be just like an island where we put housing. This would be the commercial or the industry sort of port area. And that's kind of how we would probably go about this, I think. Just spitballing here, right? Just spitballing out ideas, but I'm liking this. And again, the reason why this looks so neat, right, is because we're able to use different kinds of roads. In fact, I'm almost thinking go in here and make this like a different kind of road to really give it kind of a reason why it looks different, why it's not like the other roads, or you know what I mean, why this doesn't flow through more completely and continuously as some of the other roads do. Honestly, I could even see this changing. But I don't think we need to do that explicitly, but let's get garbage down. Looks like the game is complaining about not having some garbage trucks. Do need to get rid of the power lines that we have set, or not the power lines, sorry, the stop signs, stoplights. What am I saying? Wow. But it looks like, wow, it's asking for a lot more commercial than I think I realized it would. Let's just fill that in. Just fill that in. It should have plenty of real estate for commercial. Usually it doesn't ask for too much commercial too quickly, but in this case it kind of is. This could have been an interesting park, and I think we could still do some park accents in there. We kind of put in some of that stuff like schools and stuff. Worthy Village already hit? Wow, we already hit, we went from like 400 to 900 in like 2 seconds. It's kind of nuts. This is like, we did take a little bit longer, right, to kind of build that initial start, but now that we're going, it's like we are going. We do need to get down some of the important bits. Like eventually people will get sick, so they need healthcare. Fire, not really a big deal. Police, probably more of a big deal. This isn't too bad because they can just make a turn there. And then, yeah, what we'll want to do is put the fire down next, and then we should be covered. So we need 12,000 for that. Put that over in our industrial area to start. Although I don't know if that's going to be enough to really level any of these guys up. But making 1,200. Oh, we forgot to raise taxes, guys. Forgot to raise taxes. Really, if you're right, this is something that's easy to forget, but it's a huge. I mean, I always forget this because I just see that we're making money and I'm happy about it. But we raised the taxes here. That 1,200. Look at that, going way up, way up. I mean, we're like doubling our quote profit, right? Like more than that. I mean, obviously the city's growing as we speak, right? It is just growing, but the fact that we over doubled it right there was because now it's stabilizing at 2,700. That was literally just going from 9% to 12%. No, so we didn't double the percent of taxation, right? But if you got to think that if you're making money with 9% taxes, you go up to 12%, that 3% change is basically all profit. So let's actually, you know what? I'm tempted to just to bring this up. We're going to have tons of money. I don't even want to think about this stuff anymore. I'm just going to bring this up while I'm thinking about it. That's going to dip this down, but we probably won't even feel that because things are going to be kind of like upturning at the same time. Yeah, a couple $100. I'll pay a couple $100 extra bucks just to not think about it. Here, let's get this down. Fire. We could do 2 fire stations. That's costing us how much per month? 500 per week. But I think probably getting a school out here would probably be more effective. Wait a second. We just raised our power. Oh, it's not getting. See this. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Not enough fuel. Now, I'm wondering if there's actually an issue with the, there might be an issue with one of the few, there might be an issue with actually getting trucks to this road. Trucks might not be able to return to these buildings. So building that's going to create a loop. Are we now we're getting a delivery. I honestly think that I'd built that in a way that the truck couldn't get over there, which is kind of makes sense, but it's kind of frustrating too. So now we should be getting fuel here eventually, but until then, getting rolling brownouts over here. Maybe this actually would count as a blackout if this thing is actually just totally not working. So how close are we to getting the delivery here? It looks like here's one coming in. Yeah, so the coal power plants need deliveries. Now, 9 out of 10 times this isn't a big deal, but in our situation, because I built this like a doofus, yeah, we're just we're like the lack of fuel here is really affecting us here. It's only outputting 6 megawatts. Okay, but it's coming. It's coming. There it is. So until we had this, it just wasn't actually, we weren't actually getting deliveries to these stations. You can see a lot of trucks all coming in at once, trying to take advantage of the fact that now these shops are accessible. You'd think, I don't know, it's just weird that they would even be able to exist and stuff if there wasn't a way, the path that they couldn't just kind of like do what they had to do to get over there. But I get that this is a hard line, right? I think if this wasn't a boulevard road, it would have been fine. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. Getting power for our city. We're still technically making a small profit, even though everybody in the entire city doesn't have power. So that's just kind of how it goes, right? That's just the nature, the forgiving nature of the game a little bit, right? We only lost a tiny amount of population. We only lost like, I think for the most of that crisis, I think we were gaining pop, you know what I mean? So things happen. It's fine, but people should start paying their taxes again. Still a little bit of room to kind of grow residential in here, but not much. It's like, do we zone this down here, this strip down here? I wouldn't mind actually kind of smoothing this out, but we are getting water from it right now, and I don't want to like mess with that in a way. Yeah, there is a water source right there, so I don't think there's any issues in us having that water pump there in the first place. Yeah, I don't think we need to mess that up. I think instead we'd probably put services or something over here. Like we give them like a little park or something, you know. Honestly, a park right here would make a lot of sense because it would kind of get people through, right? People could walk through here to the commercial. So it actually creates a little bit of a pathway bridge. Also makes the commercial kind of happy and stuff too. You know, we don't do too much parkage just in general. Maybe we should. Why did that house not get bopped? Sort of going in with an elementary school, make all the people happy. Even makes the commercial a little bit happier, to be honest. Those houses should be automatically getting bopped. We'll help them out a little bit. I think in fact I would have kind of we might slowly be getting rid of the zoning in this area to make it more of sort of just a park area itself. I think, you know what, after this episode, I think we've done 8 starter build series after this series. I think we've done 8 with no DLC. I think we'll probably start doing some with DLC, maybe getting in some little basic park-like parks. And I mean, this would be a great area for a park-like park, right? Maybe we could start doing some industry builds and stuff like that. I mean, I want these to be very quick. I want these to be quick sort of rapid fire exercises in design, just to kind of get us like thinking about momentary building, but then how that chains into like plans, right? How that kind of chains into like larger plans over time and stuff. So this is kind of intended to be a little bit, this isn't meant to be like, let's make a city, you know what I mean? So it kind of helps in terms of getting something successful on the board. If struggling to just build sort of more like successful successful cities like our city are just, you know, it seems simple, and it is, but like again, this city can't fail now basically. Even something like traffic doesn't really like usually affect the bottom line. It might be kind of annoying, it might be kind of frustrating, but it usually is kind of ignorable to some degree. So the game usually will find an equilibrium, and it will kind of auto-correct itself as well. That'd actually be really amazing if this was coming around. Like, man, if we could have this actually swooping, like, doesn't have to be perfectly parallel, but if it was kind of parallel, that'd be kind of neat. Because maybe we go up to like, I don't know, now I'm freestyling. That definitely looks like we freestyled it. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze there. Alright, so, which doesn't look amazing, but I think we were talking about how this would kind of tie into here, right? So it makes sense that maybe, let's give ourselves some strong roads to work off of, right? Let's come up to here, and then let's kind of swing out to here. I don't know what the heck we're doing exactly, but we're doing something. We're kind of getting ourselves, it's kind of interesting, we're getting these like peaks over here. We're kind of more rounded. I don't know, do we want to change that? Maybe we do want to change that, just to be more uniform. Yeah, let's see, what would happen if we go like this? We go up here. I'm trying to connect in with this. Can I get a 180? Okay, is going up? No, that's making it worse. We got to go down. 28. That's basically as close as we're gonna get. That looks much, much, much better. This also looks like it's naturally going to sort of curve in, connecting to there in a number of different ways. And this, if it curves out, then we're kind of echoing in this curve and going out and stuff. That looks much better. I just realized, did we ever put down that fire station? Yeah, we did. I think everything is technically down that needs to be down, which is cool. And we're just here kind of putting around, thinking about what to build next. Now, actually, this actually looks like this should probably be more of a main road. We do have the small 4-lane roads, so we probably would want to make this a little bit beefier, but even having this be... you know what, I'm going to pull this down to the very, very, very like edge and see if we can get this to connect in. No, it's not liking it. That's as low as it's going to let us go. It's not great because it's like, is that straight? Is that curved? It's kind of hard to tell. It's just a little wobbly. A little wobbly right there. But honestly, like we could even do some sort of 90s out of here like this. And that could kind of like get us going in terms of shape and design. It could kind of explain, it could kind of tie in all this, and then it's tying in this as well. I don't know if we'd want to do one from up here though, because that would kind of bring it down like that. And maybe we do. Heck, maybe we do. I'm just spitballing here, guys. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I like the fact that doesn't hook down there, though. So can we get one that would? These are things that we could continue on the other side of the road, too. I don't think these roads look that bad. Now I'm just wondering, do we want to, like, change any of these to thicker roads? Maybe that one specifically should be a thicker road. And then, of course, going in here, we can go down to the non-paved road. Just going with the wind here, guys. I mean, there's some waviness to this, but I don't think it looks terrible. I don't think it looks terrible. That looks like that could even, we could even make that. We could even make this a larger road. We could make this a smaller road. And we could, because that does look like this is the road that connects all the way through. And then kind of becomes a large road to kind of balance this out, which is farther away. I don't know, it's kind of coming together here. If we did want to, again, have some roads that maybe are more nonsensical, maybe that's where this unpaved road would come from. Maybe this hooks down and goes kind of low, like quickly. And just kind of spitball in here. See, it's like, yeah, see if this, here's the thing. If this came through like this, then we made this into that. Here, let's do it now. Kind of looks like those are continuing through. We have some area up here that's now open space, but I actually kind of like this design. I kind of like this design. Let's somehow we spent all of our money. Did we do that making roads? Oh wait, we forgot to increase the speed of the game, guys. Forgot to increase the speed of the game here. This is looking good though. This is looking good. We do need to make sure that power is going to be able to hop over here, which like a park or something up here would probably be the way to do that. I wouldn't mind doing this other kind of park too, but yeah, let's get that. And then this will go. And we don't have water over here though, so the thing we do need to spend our, oh we do, we have just enough. We do need to spend our money on making sure that this is all piped up. How are we making only, wait a second, what's going on? 1,000 per week? How did our income like go down? I mean, I know we added services, but I don't remember adding anything that would have been that expensive. Are the parks charging us more than we thought? How much? This park is an expensive park, I think. 160 per week is definitely not enough to like make us go broke. Maybe it's just we've added all of the service. Maybe just all the services combined. We didn't add enough zoning to go with it or something. I mean, we definitely need way more industrial, like way more industrial. We're over here just having a field day with the residential, which to be honest, I'm liking what we have going, but yeah. This is also where I think we need to come in, get rid of snapping, and just, we'll probably need to do some work here, removing zoning off, you know, certain sides of the roads so that we can clean this up. And we go in like that. Probably do it all the way up through here, probably do it all the way around here, so on and so forth. So yeah, we kind of just need to make some cash here, it seems. We have easy way to do more commercial by just going around the other end here. I don't know how this is all going to come in, so that might end up kind of being a temporary thing, which I don't particularly love. We'll do that for now, but I really do want to get this moved out to down here on the water, which I think would be kind of interesting and maybe a little bit different than having that swoop up in here. So that's going to be part of our goal. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching another episode. I think I actually really like this neighborhood over here. So So I think that's good. I like this center area here. I think we have some plans for how this could kind of interchange into here and then also sort of main swoop this way and such. So I think we are going to take a cut here, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time.